In the heart of the Coachella Valley, every corner has a story waiting to be told. I'm here uncovering the stories that make our community unique.
Now on NBC Palm Springs at 5, a devotional journey canceled. This year's Our Lady of Guadalupe pilgrimage has been canceled. We'll have reaction from local Catholics.
Also tonight, a ribbon-cutting ceremony at the Palm Springs Public Library's temporary new location. We'll take you there coming up.
And calling all artists, Cathedral City wants you to help design a sculpture for a local park. We'll tell you how you can take part. NBC Palm Springs at 5 starts right now.
Now, this is NBC Palm Springs.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Olivia Sandusky.
And I'm Mark Messer. We start tonight as the annual Our Lady of Guadalupe pilgrimage has been canceled months in advance. That's tonight's top story. This highly anticipated event usually brings in thousands of devoted Catholics, but organizers say different factors are impacting this year's event. Let's go to Brett Rosen live in studio tonight with more. Brett?
Mark, like you said, it's the annual Our Lady of Guadalupe pilgrimage, a march that goes 30-plus miles across the Coachella Valley from Palm Springs to the city of Coachella. This event has seen generations participate. Last year, this event bringing in an estimated 10,000 devoted Catholics and grew even more when the walk concluded at their destination. This year, however, the pilgrimage is canceled, according to the organizing committee at Our Lady of Soledad Catholic Church in Coachella. Organizers of the march say while not the sole factor, one of the reasons for the cancellation is due to fear of federal immigration enforcement. Earlier, I spoke to one local about what this cancellation means to them.
Looking really forward to doing it this year because it's an honor of her, and it's kind of a tradition to do something like this for the Virgin Mary, to go out there, do that 32-mile walk, meet other pilgrims that want to, share that experience with you. I thought it was going to be a beautiful thing, so I'm really sad that it's not happening this year.
While the pilgrimage is canceled, the celebration is not. Our Lady of Soledad saying religious leaders are modifying the religious practice by organizing smaller celebrations. And coming up at 6, you'll hear from some of the organizers of this event about what this change will look like. Live in studio, I'm Brett Rosen, NBC Palm Springs.
Brett, thank you. A local alert this evening. The Riverside County Board of Supervisors approves a funding plan for a new tax district that would pay for infrastructure improvements in Cabazon and the surrounding area. The Cabazon Enhanced Infrastructure Financing District was first authorized in May. And now with today's 4-0 vote, its financing plan is moving forward. Officials say the district covers about 10,000 acres and roughly 4,000 properties. 25% of all property tax growth there over the next 45 years will go toward projects like flood control, road access, water supply, and wildfire protection. The district still needs final approval from a state board. That's expected by December. And here's a live look outside for you. Our Agua Caliente casino camera in Rancho Mirage. Some blue skies out there, and the temperature is feeling much better than what we saw last week. A little drier as well. Our Jerry Steffen has tonight's 3-day forecast.
Well, checking the high temps for Palm Springs over the last few days. Well, the first 2 Mondays were slightly above normal in the red, but the rest of the week should be in the blue. As far as radar, nothing happening over Southern California. We do have a tight pressure gradient between a low pressure center to our north and high to our east. The pressure gradient, lots of isobars close together, will bring us gusty winds out of the west through tonight and maybe early tomorrow morning. That includes the San Gorgonio Pass, west end of the valley, area mountains. Wind advisory again expires at 1 o'clock Wednesday morning. Dew points slightly higher than earlier today. We'll see them in the 40s, but middle of the day relative humidity will be in the teens tomorrow. Not too bad. And as far as temps tomorrow, they stay below 100 degrees. In fact, 96 degrees tomorrow under total sunshine in Palm Springs, 97 Indio, 98 degrees Cathedral City, 99 Rancho Mirage. Comfort Air 3-day forecast. Subtract a few more degrees. Lots of middle 90s under sunshine on Thursday. Friday, a little breezy. Lots of sunshine. 97. Full forecast and 7-day in minutes.
The Palm Springs Public Library has a new home while its main facility undergoes a major renovation. Project is expected to take roughly 3 years to complete. Our digital reporter Thalia Hayden shows us around the new facility.
Well, this is the only day you're allowed to speak at full volume at the Palm Springs Public Library because it's the grand opening of their temporary location.
Yeah, welcome to the library. The same things that you used to do at the big library, almost all of them you can do here. We have computers, we have Wi-Fi, we still do passports, and we have book clubs, we have programs, but we still have story times here at the library on Thursdays. This is a new program that we have to offer, brand new at this new location. It's called STEAM to Go. So it's science, technology, engineering, art, and math. We have 20 kits that you can check out, and they are loaded with toys, books, and things related to a theme. Goodies.
That is awesome, and it's free?
Totally free. Your money's no good here.
Yeah, take advantage of that. Finally, how important is a library to a community?
You know, libraries are just the foundation of communities where you can come and have adventure and learn and grow and be with other people.
So come check out the new temporary location, Rimrock Plaza on Gene Autry and Highway 111. I'm Thalia Hayden. Back to you.
To Thalia for that report.
As well as more content, visit our website, NBCPalmSprings.com, or follow us on social media at NBC Palm Springs.
And in more local news, the city of Palm Desert is tackling the importance of emergency preparedness by hosting 2 events this month. A personal preparedness seminar takes place tomorrow. It's from 9 to 11. It's in partnership with the Coachella Valley Disaster Preparedness Network and SoCal Edison. Attendees will receive a kit to learn about planning, such as the importance of knowing your neighbors and how to sign up for life-saving alerts. The second event is September 24th, this one at the Palm Desert Library. It's an emergency readiness expo. It's held from 2 to 4. It has story time with first responders. The city's fire and police departments will give some children safety tips. For adults, there's a workshop on how to create household emergency kits.
Cathedral City is looking for local artists to help design a sculpture for Esperanza Park. From now until November 6th, artists can submit their designs. The top 3 finalists will receive $1,000 prizes, and the winner will be given a budget of $100,000 to make the piece. The new park sits near the Dream Homes neighborhood, which is off of San Diego Drive.
And today is Hunger Action Day. Some people are wearing orange in honor of the day. Hunger Action Day shines a light on food insecurity across our communities and our country. Pictured here, some employees of the cities of Indio, La Quinta, Palm Desert, all wearing orange and spreading awareness for a good cause.
All right, coming up next tonight, 2 familiar names in Los Angeles politics. One current mayor, one former, now teaming up. Why Karen Bass is endorsing Antonio Villaraigosa. That's coming up.
Plus, current treatments for suicidal depression can come with some risks. Scientists are studying a different way to help patients. We'll have more on the current research that's underway.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
These are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 5.
This evening, we have 3 stories coming out of Los Angeles. Have a look at this. A major mishap at the port of Long Beach this morning. More than 50 shipping containers plunged into the water. It happened while the cargo ship Mississippi was docked at the pier. You can see the aerial footage right here shows the containers floating in the harbor with shoes and clothing all floating at the surface. No injuries were reported, but operations at the terminal were halted while crews worked to secure that cargo. Port officials say investigators are now trying to determine what went wrong.
Also, a shocking discovery after a car is impounded in Los Angeles. Police say the up-and-coming singer David owns the Tesla that was impounded last week. Workers at Hollywood Tow then reported a strong odor coming from the car on Monday. When officers opened the trunk, they found human remains inside of a bag. Police say the car was impounded after someone reported it abandoned in the Hollywood Hills. A spokesman for David says the singer's on tour, but is now cooperating with this investigation.
Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass announced today she's endorsing former LA Mayor and ally Antonio Villaraigosa for California governor. The 2 Los Angeles politicians spoke at a news conference earlier today. In a statement, Bass says that she believes Villaraigosa has the ability to build coalitions, and it's one of the reasons he won her support to be succeeded by California Governor Gavin Newsom. We spoke to Villaraigosa on a recent campaign stop to the Coachella Valley.
When I was mayor of Los Angeles, I balanced our budget. I left the city on a sound financial footing, even though Wall Street during the recession said LA was going bankrupt. And I said, not under my watch. I think the next governor is going to have to tighten his belt and address the fact that we continually have budget deficits, even though we're the 4th largest economy in the world.
Villaraigosa formerly served as LA mayor from July 2005 to July of 2013. In some news across the country this evening, the Supreme Court will decide if most of President Trump's tariffs are legal. The Supreme Court of the United States said on Tuesday that they will quickly make the decision on tariffs on imports from foreign nations. At issue is the president's power to unilaterally impose tariffs without congressional approval under a law reserved for use in times of emergency. Under the streamlined process, the court will hear oral arguments the first week of November and issue a ruling sometime after that. The tariffs for now remain in effect while the court decides the case.
Missouri is joining Texas and California in redistricting. Earlier today, the Missouri House voted to approve a new U.S. House congressional map. The proposed boundaries would favor Republicans in 7 of Missouri's 8 districts. Residents in the state testifying against the proposed changes during a public hearing last week. Missouri is now the 3rd state to move forward with redistricting plans. The state Senate will vote on the new map by the end of the week. And September is National Suicide Prevention Month. Suicide is one of the leading causes of death here in the U.S. It affects millions of people.
Current treatment for suicidal depression can come with risks, but scientists are studying a different way to help patients. In tonight's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has more on current research into how the anesthetic ketamine may help.
In the U.S., it's a major public health concern. The CDC says there was 1 death by suicide every 11 minutes in 2023, and the agency reports nearly 13 million adults seriously thought about suicide, with 1.5 million attempts in that year.
Many suicides are preventable.
Dr. Brian Barnett is co-principal investigator of the Cleveland Clinic site of a study looking into treatment options for those who have severe suicidal depression. Currently, treatment options include psychotherapy, prescription medications, and in severe cases when other options aren't working, electroconvulsive therapy or ECT may be used.
Which is the gold standard treatment for depression and suicidal ideation.
Barnett and other researchers are also looking into ketamine as another potential treatment option. It's currently FDA approved only for use as an anesthetic.
And then about 25 years ago, we learned that it could actually be used to treat treatment-resistant depression as well as suicidal thoughts. And the study that we're doing is looking at those two treatments head-to-head to see whether ketamine delivered intravenously is as effective as ECT.
Barnett says research results won't be known for years, but the study is currently ongoing at several sites across the U.S. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Now, earlier this year, the FDA expanded approval for the ketamine-derived drug nasal spray. It's called Spravato, allowing it to be used as a standalone treatment for patients with severe depression. If you or a loved one is having thoughts of harming yourself, you can get free confidential help 24 hours a day by calling, texting, or messaging the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. The number is 988.
Take a live look outside our Indian Wells Golf Resort camera on this Tuesday evening, and we have some good news for you if you like double-digit temperatures staying below the 100 mark. Our Kai Beach has the night off, but meteorologist Jerry Steffen is in right after the break with your full forecast.
Giving you a live look tonight from our Walter Clark Highway 111 camera in Rancho Mirage for the latest on the forecast as we head towards the middle part of this work week. We're going to send things over to meteorologist Jerry Steffen.
Okay, Monday was the hottest day so far this week. Matter of fact, we were at 107 degrees in Palm Springs, a little bit above that 104-degree normal. And beginning today through the rest of the week, the numbers do come down. Any clouds stay to the north near that low-pressure center. That will move its way to the east, but won't affect us with rain, but the winds will pick up. Nothing in radar over Southern California. But onshore winds, thanks to that tight pressure gradient, will get a little gusty through early tomorrow morning and slightly drier air. So today and tomorrow, gusty west winds around the San Gorgonio Pass, Desert Hot Springs, and even along and north of I-10. 20-mile-an-hour sustained winds late in the day, both afternoons. The winds back off on Thursday, but we do have a wind advisory in effect through Wednesday morning at 1 a.m. It does include the west end of the valley, San Gorgonio Pass area mountains, and that again will begin to back off tomorrow. Now, as far as dew points, We've got some 40s beginning tomorrow, but still relative humidity in the teens for the next few days ahead of us. Any rain stays to the north of us, especially over the mountains. Nothing for Southern California. Clear skies tonight, low to middle 70s for the Coachella Valley. And tomorrow, basically, the winds will be a little gusty out of the west, just not as strong as this evening. Now, gusty winds will begin to kick up again late in the afternoon tomorrow. Temps come down a little bit. We'll see 96 to 100 degrees for the high temps, including 97 degrees in Palm Springs, 98 Palm Desert. Subtract a few more degrees, lots of middle 90s under sunshine on Thursday. Now, as far as our Comfort Air 7-day forecast, you see a lot of 90s across the board here. So middle 90s on Thursday, upper 90s Friday, closer to 100 degrees as we move into early next week.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more. NBC Palm Springs News. Even astronauts tune in for their news fix. When it comes The NBC Palm Springs Sports Desk with Tim O'Brien. Brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
All right, welcome back. 3 weeks officially in the books in the high school football scene here in the Valley. So let's go ahead and take a look at the latest CVFNL rankings as we inch closer to league play. I don't normally do that. I think I did it after week 1, but this is finally flipping. Palm Springs a strong 3-0. I've got to put them up the top. I had them at third 2 weeks ago, but their offense is the real deal. I can't sit back and not put them number 1. Followed by Rancho Mirage, who still I think is the team to beat in the DEL. Followed by Palm Desert with an unbelievable defense. La Quinta 2-0 out of the gate. And the Coachella Valley Arabs 1-2, but they've played a really tough schedule. That's your top 5, 6 through 10. I've got Banning, Yucca Valley, Shadow Hills, and Xavier Prep. 2 teams I had at the bottom of the DEL, but have played well in their non-league schedule. So buckle up for October when league play begins. And then Desert Christian with a quiet 3-0 with some serious talent out there in Bermuda Dunes. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the schedule for this week's Friday Night Lights. Like always, seems to start a day early this season. Palm Springs, I mentioned 3-0, will take on a tough Colton team, 2-1 with a D1 recruit at quarterback. So we'll see how the Indians defense plays against. And then Rancho Mirage at Ramona. Then Friday, a full slate, of course, Palm Desert at Yucaipa, La Quinta at Hesperia. So not a whole lot of local action. Desert Hot Springs, though, in India to take on Shadow Hills. And then the Mighty Arabs traveling to Palo Verde Valley. Western Christian at Indio. And then another non-league but in-Valley game, Cathedral City at Xavier Prep. And then finally, Yucca Valley at Chaffee, Rubidoux at 29 Palms, and then Desert Christian at San Jacinto Valley. As each week you can watch, of course, everything Friday Night Lights related on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. You simply go to the sports page and then just click on the Friday Night Lights tab. It's that simple. That'll do it in sports. I'm Tim O'Brien.
In some consumer news tonight, big announcements from Apple, who unveiled the new iPhone 17 today. Apple's CEO Tim Cook announcing the new series, along with several other products as part of the company's fall rollout. The iPhone 17 has a 6.3-inch display with ProMotion. It features the new center stage front camera. Pricing for that starts at $799. Apple also debuted the all-new iPhone Air. It's the thinnest iPhone ever made. It's the first major new iPhone design since the iPhone X was introduced in 2017. And in entertainment news today, a new movie in theaters this weekend features a group of young men out for a walk. But it's based on a novel by Stephen King, so you know it's not quite that simple. David Daniel has a look.
Ain't many that are built like me. I'm the last of my kind. We did the very first long walk years ago to inspire everyday people.
Smile, boys. You're on candid camera.
Young men in a dystopian America hoping for fame and fortune volunteer for an endurance contest in the Long Walk.
Warning. Okay, just keep walking. That's right. Just keep walking. Yeah, that's it, kid. That's it.
Second warning. Third warning.
Mark Hamill, who plays the Major lording over the contest, says he was drawn in by the relatability of the story.
How would I react if I were on this long walk? Would I be able to do it? What would I do? I mean, knowing that the only winner is the person who survives, that you have a good chance of being dead before it's over.
Yeah, it took me a while to realize the truth of this. This is walk or die.
From day one, they did it in complete continuity, so you could see the progression of them starting out bright and fresh and clean to haggard and filthy and degraded.
For some, your heart will stop. For others, your brain.
Hamill drew inspiration for the Major from his childhood on a naval base.
I would see these guys going through their calisthenics or whatever under the barking orders of these insane sergeants. The same glasses and just inhuman.
There's one winner. And no finish line.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more. NBC Palm Springs News. Even astronauts tune in for their news fix. When it comes
All right, finally tonight, when the Girl Scout cookie sales start in January, there will be a new cookie in the lineup. Today, the organization announced the addition of a Rocky Road-inspired cookie called Explore More's. The new chocolate cookie has a creamy filling with notes of chocolate, marshmallow, and toasted almond-flavored cream. Like the Girl Scouts' other cookies, they're going to be sold online and in person by local troops. Nearly 700,000 Scouts take part in the cookie sale each and every year.
I appreciate that they keep coming up with new cookie flavors, but the basics, the thin mints, some of them are just so delicious.
It's one of those things that you don't need to change. It's just it'll stay and it'll be good forever.
I don't know what the name of the peanut butter one is because it changes all the time. It's like a do-si dough or one of them. That's my go-to.
Either way, they're all delicious. All right, that's going to do it for us. Nightly News is next. We're back here at 6 with the latest local headlines. We'll see you then.